Alright, gang, we're back. It's been a while since the last TopplePop tournament. Welcome to Rumble in the Grumble 6. This is a 1v1 only edition of the tournament. We have some great players in this bracket today, and the rules are a little bit different than we've seen previously, folks. This time we will be playing with mutators. The players will go through a process to ban 2 mutators from the game, and then each round they play, they will encounter a random mutator. So this should be fun. We are getting our first match set up between Goshu and Call Me Star. It should be a great time. For those of you who haven't already, go check out TopplePop on Steam. And yeah, Imp is right. We will give a ping for us going live. I gotta send this in a couple of Discords while the players get ready. How's everyone been? It's been a little bit of a break since we've been back from this. So for all the early risers here in the stream, how have you all been doing since our last TopplePop event? Let Tazago go shoot that blue in the chat. We'll tell the folks on the TopplePop Discord that we're live. And there we go. So we're going to let these folks ban the mutators now. They're working through that process in the background. The higher seed, which I believe is Call Me Star. I just lied to you. The higher seed, which is Goshu, will ban first. Goshu's typing in their ban right now. Goshu's mentioning in the chat that they haven't played with mutators yet. But they get to ban first. All right. So, the results are in. Goshu has banned Bouncy Blocks. Star has banned Battle Arena. which I honestly did not even know was possible. I did not know that was or wasn't something that that would be banned. I'm going to ask the players if they're ready, and then we're just going to get into this. All right. First to 3. Good luck to both of these folks. Call me star on the left. Go shoot on the right. Starting off strong with short leash. And monochrome blocks too. This is going to be pretty interesting. You're seeing the multi-blocks in action right now. Now 2 blocks can spawn stitched together of different colors. And you're seeing that the majority of blocks in the queue actually spawn like this. This gives a more familiar feel to other puzzle games that I'm sure most of you are familiar with here in our audience. So this is interesting to see. And we're in the temple, so these bombs are present too. Ghostshoe's doing a real good job at clearing out the puzzle. Lots of garbage on Call Me Star's side. This is Ghostshoe's first time playing with mutators, so I'm sure the short leash is something to behold. Everyone using the throw function quite a bit. Just 2 more grumbles left to clear on Ghostshoe's side. Trying to use some bombs to break open some blocks here. The map will now be getting shorter. Just 1 more grumble to clear, but Call Me Star is making some progress here. Some more stuff's opening up, but the links are being made for Ghostshoe here. First round might be done. There we go, folks. So congrats to Ghost on the first round. We'll move forward. Wherever these guys are ready. There they go. Here we're on the beach. I'm noticing a theme here. Okay, tactical shoves here from Star. Ghostshoe cleaning that same guy out, but Star's a little bit ahead right now. Cleared one of the hanging grumbles. Aftertouch for the 3rd rescue. That garbage falling away. Both are open, but some ice blocks are in here, folks. We have ice and sticky on. Hey. Okay, apparently we're desynced a little bit, but we can still see what's going on. Not sure if this is true to the world or not. Because some things are floating. But we kind of have an inkling to see what's going on. We've resynced. And Ghostshoe wins the game. I was a bit scared for a second there. There we go. Congratulations, Ghost, on that 2nd win. We need 1 more here for the overall game win. Shoutouts to the loading screen right in the background. Lightning blocks with high gravity here. Lightning blocks are new to me. I believe they were released in the June patch that Arkema Games released. So let's see what we have here. First live reaction, we have a countdown timer in the middle of the screen. Lightning is coming. And it looks like Ghostshoe is stunned here. So it looks like it stunned some players for a temporary amount of time. That's really interesting. Ghost trying to take advantage of the bombs here. Thundercloud is in. The Thunder also damages some blocks, which I didn't notice on the first pass. So if you're trying to place blocks near some rescues, you might want to slow down a little bit when the Thunder's arriving. It's a great explanation from Taizago in words better than I could ever muster. In the chat, lightning makes clears become fragile and forces you to let go. It's a fun feature. Map's in crush mode now. Calming Star is a huge pile of resources here, but a lot of the garbage they just made fragile, so they might be able to shove their way through and break some of it. We almost have room for a pink match here at the top. It's things looking better here for Calming Star. Ghostu, on the other hand, has it all open. Waiting a bit for the lightning strike here, just so they can get that rescue in. 3 more rescues needed. Star has not rescued a single Grumble, so we need this to happen here. Unfortunately, Crush got Star. And Goshu will be winning the game. Congratulations to Goshu for the win. First streamed victory here of the tournament. Put a couple messages here for the players, and then we'll get another match going. We'll see when we get Star back, because Star is actually with us in the call here. How'd you feel after that first game, Star?
Got completely owned by lightning there. I think that was very interesting. I need to figure that out before I proceed with anything else. I might start banning it. I think it might actually be worse than me than Battle Arena, which is insane to say.
Yeah, the Battle Arena ban was something that I did not expect coming from you. Have you had poor experiences with it in the past?
I was losing in story mode with Battle Arena, so I think that's enough for me. So when the second an actual player comes in, like, I'm not fast enough to keep up, so Battle Arena is, I thought, would be like my most important ban. But I think I'd rather like do that one because I at least know how that one works than
fair
play
enough.
through lightning. But at least that's what I'm thinking right now. Maybe it changes.
Maybe it does. Maybe it does, but yeah, I'm going to look for our next match here. Hopefully it's ready.
All right.
Our next match is not ready.
Oh no. Surely soon.
Yeah, surely. But yeah, I guess let's talk a little bit about the other mutators you experienced there. Were there any other ones that caught you off guard?
Short rope was cool. I'm always a fan of short rope. I got owned, which was sad, but I love it. I really hope that it doesn't get banned.
We were talking to Dan before this, and Dan said that he would ban short rope every time. What do you think about that?
No, I'm gonna be so sad. You can't do this to me. Short rope, my beloved. It's so peak. Love being forced to just like throw everything everywhere. Get those sick angles.
Short rope, my detested. It looks like there are not many fans here. It looks like there are not many fans of this. So,
if short rope has 10 fans, I am one of them. If short rope has no fans, I am dead. That's how this works. I also usually like really like glue, but then it got paired with ice, so then I cried.
Notable upset just happened. No Tester beat Dan Graff 3-2.
Ooh. Well, that's a
Notable
close one
upset there.
too.
That was a really close game. I was waiting for that result to come in. We're waiting on Ardrox and Blue Guitar to happen here.
All right.
Perhaps, Star, do you want to skip a little bit ahead of the rest of the pack?
Do you? I do see a matchup. We could go through that, but then like those players are gonna have to wait a pretty long time. I'm not sure if we want to do that to them just yet.
Would you like to watch Elso and No Tester first? We're gonna watch them at some point, whether now or later.
I mean, that's fair. It's just like how much do we want like the winner of this match to suffer is pretty much what the question we're asking right now is.
Well, we shall see. Well, we'll get Elso and No Tester in here. I'm
Alright.
kind of itching to see how No Tester's playing today after that upset.
Yeah, that's an insane upset.
Yeah, let me.
Oh, Notester? Gotcha.
Man, I've been saying Note's name wrong for years, guys.
Oh no! I was just taking your word for it.
I'm here. I'm gonna do a little bit of an off-topic rant for a bit, getting into
Alright.
personalities here. Have you guys there's like reCAPTCHA normally when you like sign up for a website, you're logging into a website. Have you guys ever had the misfortune of using HCAPTCHA?
I have no clue what that is.
Because HCAPTCHA is like reCAPTCHA, where you match all the images together, but the only difference is all of the images are AI generated. And some of them look terrible, and they make no sense. I just got asked to put in a CAPTCHA to select things that are louder than a hairdryer. That's what the CAPTCHA was. You have to select an object that is typically louder than a hairdryer.
Interesting.
First off, like, what if you're deaf? What do
Yeah.
you pick? The second thing is they had like some dump trucks, and one of them looked like there was like a cat's head on the back of the
What?
like cement truck. Seriously.
What?
Seriously. I wish I
Did they not
screenshotted
like
it.
check their images?
There's no way they check the images, man.
No, they definitely had AI filter through all of those images there.
We're about to check
They
on
were
the next
not
match.
making dude. Oh?
I'm about to check on the
Banger?
next match. I'm inviting people to the room.
I'm actually like really excited to see this matchup.
I'm excited as well. The upset was something that I was not expecting.
Note is also a fan of the good outfit. Love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Magician hype indeed. Are there any new series that you're like specifically interested in seeing at some point?
I mean, the Lightning was the first one. Like, that was really the main one that I wanted to see. We kind of see how that works. Now I kind of want to see Battle Arena. We've been bringing it
Oh
up
my
a lot.
goodness.
At first, I did not think it was. I did not think it was that, like, big of a deal.
Like not having that like main win condition, like or alternate win conditions, kind of insane.
I mean, yeah, that
Like
is
it really does change a lot.
that is the big change.
Like I gotta see like Tiz Elso play Battle Arena. Like I need to see how that would go. And of course they gotta make it that far first.
All right, first ban in for Ice.
All right. Completely fair.
Second ban for Battle Arena. All right, so we're not seeing Battle Arena.
You are not seeing Battle Arena.
We're not seeing Battle Arena, folks. Sorry for anyone who wanted to. Shouts to everyone who's joining in the chat. We have quite a few folks here. Dreadnought's joined us. No Testers in the chat. Hila's here. Elso's typing in the chat. Mitsuwuki's here. Lots of folks in and out of the tournament coming in and watching. Welcome, guys. For those of you who don't know, if it's been a while, TopplePop is a public release. You can purchase it in Steam Early Access for only $15. Check it out. Lots of stuff in this game, and they're updating stuff. We were talking about this story mode earlier, and how that's going to keep evolving. Yeah.
Ed, you're getting called out.
It's muscle. Dude, it's muscle memory ingrained in my tongue. I've been saying this guy's name the same for years. I have to fix it. Noster, call me out every time. Call me out every time. Call me out every time.
All right. I think this is like the confusion of if the players know that they're the ones to initiate or if we do.
No, I mean, the problem is I just...
Oh?
Okay, I see how this works. I think I accidentally pushed the random roll button. So...
Oh.
Oh, that's why this is weird. All right, we're good to go.
All right, it's time. It is the matchup. Gonna have a simple one to start.
Short leash. Lots of emotions about that here.
Just short leash, my beloved. You'll see Elso get the first clear. And another thing that I've noticed is that like the chain timer has been heavily reduced from like previous Rumble and the Grumbles.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you really have to emphasize building it up in advance. There's no just going for it.
I think that was the main... I think that's probably a main part of the change with multi-blocks. My guess is that chaining is meant to be played out more like how you'd see chaining in Puyo, where you were really like emphasizing players building chains in advance and then triggering them and letting them run.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in the past, I think a lot of people got into chaining as like dumping resources really fast and just like making not really predetermined, but like on the fly clears extremely fast.
I know it's actually not in a good spot. They're trying to get to those yellows, but it just doesn't end up connecting.
Might have to look at some stuff between games because I am running at a frame per second. I can almost count on two hands.
Oh. Oh no.
But the loading screens are fine, so I'm not.
Okay.
We'll get into that. So we have boom blocks on a map where you don't normally see those. Wait for the players to ready up. Let's see them.
All right, we are gonna see Elso start to build up those resources.
Mm-hmm. There's something we were talking about a little bit earlier. Note seems to be playing for the objective pretty much. Precision mode. Did you see it?
Yep.
Star Wars talking to us earlier about precision mode and how they hope to see more of it used. And this might be the perfect time for that. No Tester really feeling the effects of these boom blocks here, but Elso's about to clear the board.
They're getting there. No garbage in sight thus far.
That guy is damaged right there on Elso's board, managing to free him of his misery. All right. Ooh. That bomb was close.
Terrifying.
Oh, there we go. They got the
But
second.
also is gonna close it.
Oh, those rescues coming super satisfying. All right, 3 more points for the Elsa win. Let's see what No can do.
Gotta swing this momentum somehow.
Okay,
And a solid color stage with glue.
these are truly random mutators here. The multi-blocks on a solid color stage are really amusing to me because it's always just gonna give you a piece of garbage. There's a crazy April Fool's prank they could pull off one day where they just allow
Hold on, please say something else. You're scaring me.
Okay, we're good.
Alright, sick. And oh my goodness, the lightning comes out again.
I'm excited.
I too am excited.
All right. Last time lightning was mixed in with something else, but now it is the sole thing right here.
It's solo lightning.
Even though one mutator is enabled, sometimes what the game allows you to do is it bundles a special block type with a mutator that has limited effects on the game, whether they are timed or it's just something less intense. Note's focusing on clearing out the middle of the board right now, which I do believe is wise.
It's working out pretty well for them.
They're trying to get a match while this lightning's going to strike. They're waiting. The match is tempting them.
Ooh. They
See
run out
what
of time on the release.
There's some lightning striking for the first time on Note's side.
Both players just know they have to wait.
The stall tactics.
I mean, it's optimal. Because it doesn't just stop the clear, it turns it into straight garbage. Makes your board extremely inaccessible.
Lots of resources.
That was really dope. Oh, and they are gonna make it to 5. 6! That's a lot of garbage coming on Node's side, and they have to wait out the lightning so they can't even counterattack.
Ooh.
They've got some counter chaining on their own.
Yeah, they did start a chain, but there's a lot of more garbage impending here.
And also got their rescue denied. So they're gonna have to go ahead and try and re-clear that blue.
Yeah, my worry is all the blocks that were piled up on Note's side that were in like the top right could count them out early, even if it weren't for the rescues. Like topping out, almost inevitable there. We have one more round for a potential Elso sweep here. Yay, no sweep question?
Could happen. Will the broom stay with us?
Rubber blocks are here. This was banned in the last game.
Bouncy, bouncy. And Elso's definitely doing with the I'll deal with it later kind of mindset, just trying to cycle as many pieces as they can. Don't need to be too accurate and waste too much time with the bouncies. You know it's gonna start their chaining right about now. Ooh, just barely misses the 4. And they're gonna start receiving right about now. Elso's clearing some colors.
Both of them have a pretty clean field here, but the color clears on Elso's side. Hand it to them. Set victory. Wow,
Ooh, that was a really well-placed throw as well.
Yeah. Froze midair.
Fortunately, just behind.
Congratulations to Elso on the W.
I think that's another interesting thing about Lightning, because Lightning is one of the few mutators where, like, you're kind of, like, forced to acknowledge its existence. Because a lot of them, at the same time, you can just pile up resources anyway. But with Lightning and Short Rope specifically, which are pretty contentious, they're the ones that really force you to, like, do something about it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, seeing all the Short Rope hate.
It makes me sad.
Yeah, it is kind of sad. I thought Short Rope was fun. I thought it was fun.
Yeah. A test of throwing skills. I mean, it could also just depend on the map. Sometimes you just get maps that just aren't very fun for Short Rope.
There are definitely maps that, yeah, there are definitely maps that I can see. Now, the Short Rope Lightning Strike or Lightning Strike combination would be interesting.
Oh
I'm
my
not sure
God.
how long the Lightning Strike travels.
I think that would be one of like the less intrusive things for Lightning Strike, because you won't have to worry about stamina in Short Rope. Because they're not moving around nearly as much.
You're right.
Like, you're kind of just already in the perfect position to stall when it comes out. It's kind of just like that moment of calm before or calm during the storm, where you get to just check out your opponent in the meantime. And reevaluate your situation. But do we know what our next matchup's gonna be?
We're gonna have Dan and Blue Guitar on here.
Alright.
So I'm currently getting that arranged.
This is a good point being brought up in chat. Impbox says, you can build up your chains during lightning time and then activate it once it expires. Don't want to waste your time doing nothing if you could be doing something useful. That is very true. So maybe we might see, like, as the meta develops, Lightning gets a much more aggressive style of play from these players.
Mm-hmm.
Also, 120 hours played on TopplePop, not even counting the demo. That's amazing. Love to hear it.
That is awesome. Milk Crate, that is awesome.
What I am interested to see is how Lightning is going to work if it gets paired with Bouncy.
Looks like there's just a lot of curiosity of what if Lightning and blank? What will that look like?
I mean, yeah.
Let's host a thunderstorm event where you have to put lightning on and then you randomize something else. The game is indeed interesting, and anyone can buy it. Getting some lobby stuff sorted out. Hopefully we'll be able to start this next game soon, guys.
Also, I'm really curious to see how strong the wind is.
Oh, the wind. It's been a while since I've seen that. But when this idea was being spoken about just over messages, I found it pretty amusing.
Now we're gonna get to see it in action, or at least I hope so.
So we have a new lobby code. Danny's gonna try hosting.
All right. Lightning with timed bombs. I mean, the thing is that, like, they very much did a good job of, like, telegraphing it. You'll see the timer of when lightning's about to activate, and then you'll, like, see everything turn red. So, like, you can probably figure out the timing there, but of course there hasn't been that much testing done with it, like, publicly. So the players are definitely gonna have to get used to that, like, right now. So I'm very interested to see, like, the difference between right now and maybe in, like, 3 Rumble and Grumbles down the line. How that combo is going to work out. Also, we've got some insider from Tizago. She has played Wind in this event, saying that it seems weaker than before.
Star, are you in our new room?
No, I'm perma-connecting. Let's try this again. Oh, it says game has already started. Has the game actually already started? Am I cooked?
No, they're just in the selection menu.
Oh, okay.
Ask them to back up.
Also, graphics sticking to their word and banning short rope. No.
I'm a bandit short rope. I mean, you know. It's all good. Just let me know when you're in. I'll tell these guys to start playing the game. Oh yeah, we do have a prize pool, by the way. Something that has been a little bit of a secret until now. $100 up from Arkma Games up for grabs, distributed among the top 3, and you guys can contribute more. Who will be the rumblest grumblest?
I think I might need to try a game restart.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Try and get this done really quick. Because I saw messages in the bottom left and then I just wasn't in the lobby. Trying to join again. Okay, game's already started. Worst case scenario, you could just like hit me with that Discord stream POV.
True.
Do it the old-fashioned way.
Okay, it might be better if you stream the game on Discord because I play at 2 FPS.
I mean, if I can't join the lobby, then that's gonna be kind of hard.
Yeah.
I gotta get those solar rays to flip the bit in my computer that makes this work.
Solar Red.
All right, I've made it in.
You made it in the lobby.
Yep.
Let me see if I can make it in the lobby. Okay, if they started... did they start?
They did not start. Edge, I think it might be time for your game restart.
I did.
Oh no.
I did restart the game. Loki, just screenshot this to me, man.
Alright.
Loki.
There you go. I'm sorry, I'm a nitroless plebeian, so you're gonna get this in 720p. 720/30.
It'll just be good to have it on even if I can connect as a last resort.
It's fair.
Netco's hard, guys.
So true.
There we go.
Oh? Made it? Do you see that eye? It's a good sign.
It's been a pretty unlucky lobby to make, but I think we're getting into it soon. Did you check or did you catch Blue Guitar making their ban?
Oh, let me see this.
Oh, they banned Frozen Blocks.
Okay. I was expecting Ice to be a popular band.
I mean, it does make a lot of sense.
Graphics messing around with the fit selection.
I mean, it's good to try out something new every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
New fit. Never hurt anyone. once we're done with this match, we get to watch Star play.
Right, I do have to do that. All right. Let's go. We'll be cooking soon.
We will, guys. Appreciate everyone's patience as we work through some connection issues. Talk about this here. We'll see what everyone's here. How many people in the chat are attending the WPL tournament next weekend in Columbus?
Wait, it's like next weekend, right?
Yeah, next weekend. I'm just.
Okay, I was like, hold on, what day is it today? Wait.
I'm a bit messed up in my head because the trip that I'm going on that involves WPL starts on that Sunday. That's why I have to pack for it.
Oh, okay.
Be my first time going in quite a few years.
I'm excited to see you there.
I will be might be playing TopplePop there.
Yippee! Alright, got a new code. I've made it. You've made it. Let's go.
Let's get it going. If we have a few more issues, we can let them work through it off stream and then move to Stars match. Just so we're not waiting too long. We can continue moving through the tournament.
Yes, that is fair, because it does seem like the lobby's cursed to never have more than 3 players in it.
There's an unknown player limit. That's just in the background. The hard-coded player limit.
Ooh.
I think we're going to move forward. They're having a few more issues. So, I think we're going to watch Star versus Ardrox.
Alright.
Alright. Star, good luck.
Thanks, I'm pressing the button.
Alright.
Boop.
Star's gone. Sorry, guys. You just have to deal with me. Sorry, guys. Star's in here. Ardrox is in here. Let's see who the first band. Star's the first band. What is Star gonna ban? Battle Arena? Maybe, maybe not. I don't even have to ask. Yep, Battle Arena. That's fine. Ardrox has been Lightning. So no Lightning, no Battle Arena. The two things that we found the most interesting, but there's still some things that could shake the game up. We haven't seen Wind yet. I don't think we've seen the next cube being removed. I don't think we've seen like Heavyweight. So I think we're ready here. First to 5, starting in a temple stage. My frame rate's fixed. Let's go. Just like these players are going. We're on short leash to start. So you're not going to see these characters be moving around a lot, but you know, maybe we'll see some more intention with placements here. Lots of the throw function. Ardrox has been making some small clears at the start here. Unfortunately got hooked on the wall by the glue block. Just tossing some things around. Stars now making progress in clearing through the board. And GRUMBLE open to be rescued. There's also some multi-phase clears here, which you guys can see. The blocks with the color inside of them, they'll turn into that color, and then they will finally clear. Another GRUMBLE open for business there on the left side. Chaining from Star here. Opening up some more stuff in the middle. Bomb should not hurt a GRUMBLE at least too much. It's gonna cause a little bit of moving around. Great time clear from Ardrox. Kind of prevented some of that garbage coming down. And while we did ban the Lightning Mutator, we unfortunately did not ban the Storm Clouds that drop garbage on the boards. Not sure if that's a function here, folks. And some chains here as the top out's about to happen for Ardrox. It's going to be fatal. So I believe some of these mutators are available in the public version. The beta is an open beta, so if you want to play with your friends on tournament rules, you can use it. I'm unsure of how long it will be up for. But the beta branch is available, and it does have these rules on it. But mutators should be in the public release. As far as I'm aware, they are available to play with your friends. I'm not sure if all the mutators we have today are in that build, but there are definitely some, and Short Leash I know is one of the first ones. All I know is that this tournament build has some really interesting stuff in it. Some really interesting maps. Interesting thing to think about with the boom blocks, which we have here, is that you can destroy structural components of the map, like those unclearable blocks there. They're now able to be broken, which you're seeing Ardrox kind of do that right now, just to make it a little bit easier to place things. Some great clears from Call Me Star, some tactical clears here. Both players have 2 rescues left. Stars are a little bit more accessible, but Ardrox does have some resources here to potentially chain to drop some garbage. Let's see what happens. Clearing to make some room. Star really needs a pink here for this rescue. Gonna throw it. And chaining for the next rescue. There we go. That was clean. 2 points. Players will move forward. 3 more points for a star win here. Going to the downtown stage with ice blocks. Lots of people have been banning these. Icy garbage to start. That's a tough block. It's basically useless. Tazago is in this tournament. We just have not seen them on stream yet. Hopefully we'll be able to get them into a stream game soon, guys. Simultaneous clear there, but Ardrox got the first rescue of the game. A milestone for them. I don't know if they've gotten the first one yet. Some more ice coming down, some chains. Depending on what Ardrox is able to do, if these 2 pink grumbles can be involved in each other's rescues, that could be a great way for them to get ahead. Just going to clear out that first one, though. Some ice is breaking, which is going to be nice for them. Just trying to open things up here. Another rescue is possible. There's lots of pink coming by, so hopefully they can snag this here. They grab it. One more rescue needed for Ardrox's potential first point of the game. These glass blocks are ice blocks. They're on this map because of the mutator. As you can see, they take multiple turns to clear. Sometimes they can turn to garbage, sometimes they just break, and sometimes they have a colored block in the middle of them. See, garbage dropped down and broke quite a few blocks. Ardrox putting some garbage here on Star's side. Some of Star's resources are buried in ice, or in colors that are not matching here. I'm curious what the move is. Some clears are going to need to happen soon because of the crush that's happening right now. We have some garbage kind of disappearing here. Ardrox has some garbage to clear of their own, but it's man-made garbage. You could say that there are resources, but some moves need to happen. Shane for the final rescue. Ardrox getting the first point. Congratulations. Four points to a win for Ardrox, 3 points for a win for Call Me Star. We're still here on the downtown map, open map. Call Me Star's favorite precision mode might be useful for him here. Let's see what happens. Ooh, shoving the glue down there on Star's side, very nice. Ardrox taking a bit more passive approach to the glue. It's not a bad thing. Ooh, that's tough. The glue kind of fell off the wall and fell back on there. That was pretty interesting. There's some yellow here. An aftertouch is possible on Ardrox's side. Let's see what they're going to try to do. Ooh, they grabbed the aftertouch. Good job. A chain now happening on Star's side. Just clearing some things out of the way. Nice little click on the corners there for the rescue on Star's side. Star's a little bit behind on that red there. Nice little shove to grab that. Trying to shove the glue under. Not gonna have it happen. Ardrox sent an attack over to Star. Some precision placement there, but some garbage is gonna bury it. We need some material to come down fast to open this up on Star's side. There are a couple of ways that they can open it up. Huge clear on Star's side with all the greens getting to each other. Ardrox was in the lead for a bit, but now it could be Star's game. A little bit of crud on top of the blue rescue, but I believe they are going to be able to make it happen with these chains here. How will Ardrox respond? There are some greens on the board that can be used to start the process of clearing some of these. Some chains are happening, but with color clears on Star's side, it's going to be a tough battle. Chains could have had some help in defending and sending some garbage, but Star was able to get the rescue. Two more points to win now on Star's side. It's nighttime, guys. Still a little spooky. Rubber blocks are going to be spooky for these players as well, I believe. Star's probably frustrated trying to get that going there. EP block busting. A solid save there from Ardrox. It's opening up a lot of the map. Some precision placement. Ooh, look at that! Look at that play on the rescue from Ardrox. Really taking the time to put some effort into these puzzles here. Unfortunately, that link fell through that they were building, but Star has a little bit of garbage on their side. They're going to have to clear through this, but there are a number of corner links that they can use to start getting some rescues on the board. Some corner links that Ardrox does not have. Change on the rescues are starting for Star. The garbage coming in. Ardrox's advantage was the large open board. This may not be an advantage for them anymore. The blue is completely buried. The one blue grumble they have left. And these bouncy blocks are not letting them do a lot in terms of some strategic placement. So I was trying to do a bit more with that clear, but it's just going to have to take the one rescue. One blue and one pink left for both players at this time. These bouncy blocks are just not being friendly with Ardrox there. But with that combined block, they have the rescue. Both players have the pink left. Two completely different scenarios here, though. And with that multi-block, Star is going to close out that round. One more win. One more. All right. It's still EP block busting, but we're on the beach. It's a little calm here. Lots of garbage on the beach, though. Some litter that these blockbusters need to pick up. We have a bramble here. Very smart play from Star with the bramble. But Ardrox does get the first rescue. Call Me Star trying to calculate a little bit more. This garbage could prove to be a problem, especially if we keep stacking up on those floating blocks. Star's realizing this, is trying to get some of these cleared out. Chains are starting to happen. But look at the progress on Ardrox's side. Just 2 yellows. Not going to aftertouch for the pink color clear, but it's like, all right, it's fine. I'm just going to toss all the pinks to the side. It's okay. Bramble allowing them to avoid the aftertouching there, and that's another point, guys. The methodical puzzle solving from Ardrox, maybe not going for the fanciest clear that they can at the start, but going for the most reliable thing they can, has afforded them 2 points here. And let's see if they can continue on this momentum, or if Star's going to be able to close this game out in the arena. This is where all the players are playing Grumble and the Grumble. They're playing here. The multi-block plus signs is something else, guys. That is despicable. Wow. What isn't despicable is what Ardrox is able to do. Look at how clear this is. Call Me Star, it's pretty clear too, minus that garbage that got dumped from an Ardrox attack. Now the plus signs are on Ardrox's side. That's so amusing to me. Some corner links happening on Star's side. They've managed to clear out the garbage a little bit faster than Ardrox. The crusher's so fast on this map. You only have like 60 seconds to play. Really fast round to end it out. And congratulations, Star, on the 5-2 victory. And thanks, Ardrox, for playing. Hopefully you had a good time. We have Star back on the mic.
Yup.
How'd you feel after that game?
It was interesting. I wasn't expecting it to go immediately when it said it was Fleur Rush. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Yeah, that one was fast. I'm used to the 180-second stages. That was that was a curveball for me.
Yeah, because there's another mutator that was like it where it would get pushed on every placement. I think it's a waste not one. So I was expecting it to be similar to that, but nope, it just go. Good luck.
You do have a match against Note. That's what I'm gonna call them. Note.
All right.
Because if I say Note, then I'll know Notester, and I'll learn from my mistakes.
I've been saying note this whole time. I hope it's not a problem. Cat versus cat action banger. Anyway, I'm gonna take my purple color back. That was what I was really sad about.
Your purple got taken.
Yeah.
The next
Like, that's why I was, like, staring at them.
The next match I think we're gonna grab while we wait for some stuff is I think we're gonna see Taizago for the first time tonight.
It's time.
I believe undefeated in this tournament series in terms of titles. So
Yeah. They haven't lost a solo Rumble in the Grumble yet.
So we'll see what happens then. All right, let me get these guys my room code here. Sorry you couldn't take back your purple for so long. Arkema Games gifting subs to the Puzzle Kingdom community. Enjoy those guys. Thanks to Arkema Games for the support, supporting the dream of puzzle game competition in both ways, by working with Puzzle Kingdom and by making a great competitive puzzle game. If you want to show the gratitude in return, if you haven't already bought TopplePop, please go ahead and buy it. It's available on Steam. I believe the price will increase after early access, so if you want to be an early adopter, you'll get some savings too.
It's a way to do it.
Taizago, I didn't even have to ask for bans, just immediately cut short leash. Just immediately is like, yeah, short leash, X emoji.
I mean, that's fair.
Played, guys.
When you think about the kind of player Taizago is, short leash is definitely like the single like most disruptive thing to her. And then Ghost says no for Battle Arena.
Come on, guys, play some Battle Arena.
I don't think going into Battle Arena versus Taizago is a good idea.
Shoot, you're right.
I don't know who in the world is like able of contesting that. Like, didn't she beat the story CPU before it got like the instant win button? Like, didn't she beat that?
I remember hearing something like this, so it's probably true. Dan reacted in Discord to the short leash X message with the 1,000 underlined emoji.
1,000.
This guy is on the team that makes this game and hates this feature so much that he'll automatically ban it and support others who do. Guys, one of the players cut short leash on and then cut it off. They're messing with me. They're messing with me, guys. All right.
I love all the variations of 100 emoji that exist. Kills me every time.
All right, they're playing. I lost the frame rate lottery.
Oh no.
I don't know why this happens.
Oh, that's an interaction I didn't know. You can break the solid ones, the no color.
Yeah, I was talking about this during your match because I saw it happen on Ardrox's board, which is very interesting. But yeah, the game place blocks that you're not supposed to be able to remove can be blown up, which is a unique sort of thing. Some rescues are coming from Taizaga. Goshu just followed up right behind, but I don't know if Goshu's gonna get the second one so fast. Lots of garbage coming down. Wonder what the defensive move is for them. I mean, the bomb blocks are coming in. Goshu is getting a lot in a row right here, so they're gonna be able to blow this garbage up.
Mm-hmm.
It's helping them a little bit, but Taizago's getting the same bomb blocks, you know, so they're just able to remove things that they don't need.
Yeah. Another thing about Ghost's play is that they seem to like have their finesse practiced and down. You see them using the shove and the throw like amazingly, and getting a lot of their clears from the very top unless otherwise needed.
Okay, so
Oh no!
I don't.
Oh, I didn't think we'd see one.
I didn't think so either. I don't think Ghost noticed that they blew up the Grumble. They are fragile. You cannot harm them, because you have to save them. What a shame. I love this loading screen art. Tiki in the background.
Also, now that it's a lot more open, we're gonna see that Ghost finesse go even crazier. But Taizago's starting to get that resources piled up. And yeah, she's not even a pop. It looks like she's going for a 6.
Yeah.
Ghost is gonna start it up.
Yeah, Ghost is chaining a little bit as well. These maps hit different when you're chaining.
For sure.
Because with the blocks that don't immediately clear, you can kind of use that if you're premeditating a chain to your advantage.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And wow, that's amazing ice placement from Ties there. Got the immediate clear afterwards. And Ghost seems to be doing some piling up afterwards. They're stacking up at least a 4 if they can get that ice broken in time.
Okay,
but Ties is doing Ties things.
7 chain is just going to be hard to beat, especially with the amount of time that's been afforded. Look at all this garbage, man. Like, what can we even do?
Like, it doesn't even fall. It's stuck on the walls. Another interesting thing about chaining gameplay is that it's more effective because now you aren't allowed to be greedy and accidentally let your opponent survive by just chaining for too long. It does just break on its own. Because that was definitely something we've seen in the past, where somebody was able to rescue because their opponent was chaining the entire round. We see a monocolor.
Monochrome. I
monocolored glue.
I was a pretty big fan of monochrome before multi-block, but I might dislike it now. It was so interesting back then, but now, like, okay, can we talk about how fast Taizago solved that? Like, I was giving some color commentary, and
yeah, you can't even finish a thought in the presence of Taizaga.
Play-by-play only.
Cleared that in 20 seconds.
If you're streaming a Taizago match, play-by-play only. You're not allowed to.
Not allowed.
Not allowed to converse in any other way. Okay, this map will buy us some time.
Oh.
And,
lightning with like the embedded colors is going to be interesting.
Yeah, you know, I'm curious to see how they decide to use it. Because, you know, you have the bombs too. So there are lots of paths of destruction.
I'm also wondering what's going to happen to the embedded clears because lightning stops your clear, But what happens if there's a block already inside of it? Does it still get released?
We'll have to keep our eyes out and see what happens. I mean, it looks like a lot of things are getting released right now on Taizago's side. Goshu's catching up a little bit behind.
Oh, and Ghost gets their cancel denied by the lightning!
Wow.
But I think Taiz is like strategically getting lightninged in order to let the blocks break.
Yeah, that's how I expect a lot of the higher end players that we're seeing tonight to use this.
Looks like Ghost is gonna try and start up this 3 at the very least to pressure Taizago some more.
Taizago's side is cooked.
I mean, it's not the end of the world. She already has everything there. Okay, never mind.
That's what I meant.
Never mind.
This is dangerous. These are troubled waters if you're Taizago. If that garbage.
Yeah, she does have some resources piled up. So with a large enough change, she could get the counterattack nicely. But oh, that's not what you want to see.
If a garbage block falls on that green grumble,
it's just over on the spot. Ghost is starting to make it through. Got a 4-chain. That's going to be a lot of attack on Taizago's board. And ooh, the bomb ends up forcing the garbage into the grumble, and that was just enough to break it.
Wow, that's nuts. I've never seen anything like that before in this game.
I mean, we did hear it from graphics before we started up stream that happened to them, but we get to see a live example, live recreation.
Yeah. Okay, this is a little more low-key. We have bouncy blocks, which is another fan favorite, I'm sure.
I think this is like one of the most fun stages for bouncy as well. Everything kind of just works out.
I mean, look at how quick chains are starting to drop here.
Ghost is starting to open up their board very nicely.
Yeah, Taizago's got some stuff stacking up over there on the other side, but that was a nice little clear on the pink grumble.
And Ghost is on last rescue, and because it's floating, they actually won't have to worry too much about garbage.
That is true. They kind of just need the circumstances to make it happen. I almost thought they were going to use the star, but it bound to the yellow instead of the pink. So
yeah, stars and bouncy, double the fun. All right, this is gonna be a tough aftertouch. They choose to go for it. Nope, not even gonna try it.
They're just setting up. I mean, if you look at Taizago's board, you can kind of see a time. Oh, and it's kind of convenient for the clothesline to fall there, if that's what you want to call it. I'm not sure if that has an official term. Rope. Why did I just say rope? Whatever, dude. Call it a clothesline.
Clothesline, rope, vine. Same thing.
Vine is probably what you're supposed to call it. Alright, we're in the arena. This is interesting map. High gravity, too.
On gravity? Honestly, I think gravity might be one of the less intrusive modifiers to appear here.
Yeah.
Because this is already a map where you're going to see a lot of the slow dropping.
Mm-hmm. It probably messes a bit with throwing things around. But we're not...
Oh, for sure.
We're probably not going to be seeing a lot of that here.
But that's a lot of garbage on Ghost's side right now.
And only more is mounting. I mean, one thing that I will say with multi-block compared to the previous iteration of the game, how its Peach generation worked, is I feel like when you're in these like top of the board situations, it was a bit easier to build how you're going to get out. Now a bunch of resources kind of blend together. You see Goshu's having a pretty difficult time here. Just trying to get through the garbage.
Absolutely relentless attack from Taizago right now. I think that was like 2 6-chains back to back.
Yeah.
But Goshu's gonna able to cancel enough to live, which is very impressive.
Well,
but that follow-up is a little rough.
Yeah, it is rough, and I think this is the first time we've seen a primary amount of like round wins by knockout in a game so far. Most of the rounds have been knockout by one way or another, whether it was like a damaged grumble knocking someone out or a direct kill. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, Floor Rush Monocolor. It's actually just gonna be a speedrun race. I'm not sure you're allowed to build any material here.
In your game, I dropped a line that was like the the two plus signs that were stitched together. I said that
Yeah.
was a devious feature. Because that's gotta be crazy to stack up. This game's gonna end in 60 seconds as well, so we're just gonna see this happen quick. Goshu's starting to clear stuff up.
Oh, but they do have that bridge over that blue that they were trying to access right there.
Yeah, whereas Taizago didn't have as clear of a board, but they had more open rescues. So I think that's how we're gonna see this victory condition landed here. And with a multi-block, it's over. I was wondering if Goshu would be able to crawl something out of there, but unfortunately not. And Taizago's going to win the game 5-2. Goshu taking advantage of some mistakes from Taizago's side to pick some points up, but unfortunately it was not enough. We saw some really interesting stuff in that game, though. So congrats
For sure.
to those guys. We have a winners finals now. We have a classic match, but I think first let's see you and Note play together. I think we can run that game. You're already in the lobby, so you can just stay in here.
Let's do this. All right, chat, pick my fit. Bye bye.
Yeah, type in the shared chat. You guys could pick Star's outfit. Send a breeze through these matches now, guys. I'm curious to see what the bands are going to be like here. Because Star and Note are seed 5 and 6, so Star barely has the edge on picking the first band. Will Note be funny in band Short Leash? We'll have to see. Oh yeah, right, I forgot. I'm kind of joshing you guys a little bit right now. I'm the only person casting right now. But maybe if you guys go and pick the game up, you'll be able to play the game, play in the next one of these, cast with us, become active in the community. High grab ban from Star. That is going to be interesting. Especially when Star and I were just talking about it not being that effective. I wonder what they're thinking. I would say I wonder if they asked their chat what to ban, but we can see their chat on the stream. Banning high grav, and the second ban is wind. So we're gonna see Battle Arena. Maybe. Battle Arena between these two players would be fun. I'm hoping we can see that. Try and get Star here in the lobby. There we go. All right, we're setting up the bands. Short leash. Right at the start, guys. Interesting stuff here. Sort of a map with less of the... How do I describe it? Less of the less of the regular square blocks. We have some more geometric blocks in here. And the geometric multi-blocks are very interesting. Like having some T-shaped pieces that kind of butt up against each other is real interesting. So gravity almost worked really well for Star. Notice a lot of resources like kind of tied up here, but all these guys still need some rescues. So it just depends on who can kind of clear out first and get closer to the rescues before the other person. It's not impossible for both of them to do it because both of them have similar clutter on the boards, I'd say. I'm wondering what Note's trying to do. Are they trying to chain up here? Look at that chain from Star. Note had a pretty wicked chain as well. Wow. That was a great end from both of those guys. But Star just did what Note did a little bit faster. Okay. Bomb blocks on here. Both players getting the double rescue. Note doing it in a much more nerve-wracking way. Look at that triple rescue from Star. All right, 3 more wins to go for Star. Let's see how this goes. We're on a more colorful map here. Lots of colors here on this one. We had the icy blocks. These are going to kind of plug up the map a little bit, and there isn't much room to move around. There's a little bit on the sides, but there's not much. So we shall see what happens. A lot of just dealing with the ice here at the start. Call me Star's opening it up now. All right, the gravity's falling this into place. That Star. Oh my god, that Star. could have cleared out they could have cleared out the pink, but I guess it just wasn't meant to be. We have a simultaneous rescue there, 2 different sources. Nice little shove to get that to activate, and now we just have the buried yellow. Note has a lot of things buried right now. Breaking some ice, though, trying to open things up, and open things up they have. Gravity right here, trying to shove it in and get that link. They get it done. Lots of stuff opening up in the middle now. This is anyone's game right here. Note has some better access. Both players dealing with a buried yellow. Note's opening it up. The resources are about to come to make this happen. I think Note's going to grab this point here, guys. And there we go. Good job to Note on that one. Early game momentum was for Star. But there's some opposition here on the board. Let's see what happens as this continues. Some support for Note in the chat from Ardrox, another competitor. Gotta clear some garbage before we go through on this one. Lots of sticky blocks are going to be in play, though. Let's see what happens, guys. Clearing some garbage from Note first, but a rescue could be possible here. Let's see it try to happen. There we go. Nice little shove for that. Star's chaining, going more on the offensive here. There's some rescues, but that 6-change is going to dump a lot of garbage. And Star's opened up a ton of the board. Nice aftertouch for the color clear. Love seeing that. And unfortunately, all that garbage is going to top Note out. 3-1 now is our score in Star's favor. Star needs 2 more points to win. Let's see how this continues. This will be a doozy. We're on the temple here. And lightning is active. Nice tactical play from Star to get some stuff done. Meanwhile, Note just kind of blazing through it. They already have the first rescue. Trying to activate some blocks around them. Star being a lot more careful during the thunder than Note is. Which is interesting to see. And Star still has a lot of the board to open up. Perhaps that's in progress now. There are some fragile blocks I can take advantage of. And yeah, here we go. Now they're starting to open things up. Lots of charred blocks on Note's side. 2 in a row. Tons of garbage coming in too. Oh, this is going to be rough. Star's now ahead. Note had the advantage there. Had a few more things opened up, and now it's just been completely reversed. Let's see if Note's going to work to fry some blocks, make them fragile, try and go through this. Now there's some action going back on those 4, but look at how open Star's board is. They just clear out the center, which is going to be relatively easy. Some matches already there to make things happen. Perhaps building it into a chain. And now we're in crush as well. Some chains and larger clears are happening on both sides. Lots of fragile blocks that Star can kind of use. But this is tough. Both players are maintaining boards at a similar height here. It's getting to that point. Shouts to Hummingbird Nest for the raid. Welcome to Rumble in the Grumble 6. How was everyone's tournament over there at Hummingbird Nest? final Tetra World Championship qualifier. This is crazy right here. Last minute attack from Note might get them heighted out, and some garbage is going Note side too. We're getting close to tying it up. But yeah, welcome everyone. Hopefully your guys' tournament at Hummingbird Nest went well. Welcome to some TopplePop. This, oh boy. So we have the bouncy blocks mutator on, and most of the blocks are double garbage, meaning they're going to need to clear them twice to make them disappear. And unlike some of the blocks on here, most of them don't become a useful resource. No battle arena yet, though. I wonder if we're going to see one during this set. We at minimum have one more game after this one, depending on how our players do. Call me start making a lot of progress here. These multi-clears. While bombs are giving Notes some trouble there. Along with just all the garbage from Star's work, but there we go. Nice speedrun round from Star. All right, we're in the jungle or the beach. I don't know why I said the jungle. I saw like a tropical tree, and I thought immediately of the jungle. But we are in the rumble. This is going to be a fast round here. Let's see who gets through it first. Both folks have made similar progress so far, I'd say. Note's starting to run ahead here on the chain, but Star does have the resources to kind of make this happen here. Nice little shove to clear a lot of garbage. Corner clear. One rescue left on Note's side, but there's some garbage kind of blocking that from happening. I think the hope is to get some pinks in here to clear this out first, and then let gravity take care of the rest. Oh, look at the height. Look at the height on Star's side. This is going to be tough. And there's the chain that Noah was looking for. 3 to 4 now. All right, we're in downtown. All right. Battle arena. I know the devs are watching in the chat. Did you guys do something with this? You guys log into my lobby and do something here? Sometimes you do get what you wish for, guys. I don't know if these guys wished for it, though. So chains are going to be what these guys want to build. A lot of TopplePop that you guys might have seen in the past might have been, you know, a lot of wins based on objective. But now this is purely a puzzle versus game in the battle arena. Chains are going to send garbage, and the only condition here is topping out. The margin time still exists, but there's no attack boosting. There's none of that. It's just purely... can you top the other player out with lots of garbage, and Note is well on their way. So Star's going to have to play on defensive here, maybe mix in a couple of 2 or 3 chains as they clear this out. Look at all this garbage from Note's side. Star... not a fan of the battle arena there. 39 to 2 attack. Look at that. And this is a tied up game, guys. Winner will take all. If you guys are excited, stick around because there will be some more close games like this. We have quite a pool of players. Okay, no next queue on this map, so folks aren't going to really know what's coming next. You can see a little bit of it with the multi-blocks now based on how this is implemented. I wonder if the devs will make some adjustments to this in the future, so you kind of don't get those little teasers. But it's still going to be very difficult to keep track of. The most important thing is that these guys aren't going to know when bombs are coming. Sometimes I'd imagine folks might kind of build their board around the bombs so they don't damage anything. But at some point here, they might have no choice depending on what the board state looks like. If you guys are enjoying the tournament, make sure to follow all the streams in the shared chat. We are co-streaming with Call Me Star. This is live on my HTE channel and Puzzle Kingdom. And we'll probably be using similar streaming arrangements for our future tournaments. This has been doing pretty well so far. Bombs coming in on Note's side. They have one more Grumble to rescue, but there's a lot of garbage buried in it. Star's running a little bit behind right now. But, you know, they're trying to speed this up, as you can see here. Some blues are coming in. We saw a little leak of a multi-block blue that's here, but using it to just clear out the middle of the board instead. Every Grumble's almost open for Star. And their attack has just closed off a lot of Note's opportunities. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this all goes here. Start playing the long game, just trying to open everything up. Noah has some cleverly placed bombs and is doing some clears now, though. So some things might be opening up for them, but there's just so much garbage here. And Star has the setup of a lifetime. Tried to aftertouch it, failed it. That's a little bit of a setback, but that blue is so accessible, especially with a glue block. That's going to make this super easy for them to set up. But some garbage is coming in. Depending on how fast they can do this, you see these resources are here. They need to chain fast or they're going to get eliminated by Note's attack. And regardless, Note got the rescue. They're going to take the game 5-4. Huge congrats to Note. A crazy upset versus Star. Might be one of the best matches we see the whole night.
Yo.
Star, how was the Battle Arena experience? You've been dreading.
Exactly as I expected. I was literally saying I would literally said, okay, I in a really good position. All I need to do is not see Battle Arena, and I have a shot. Immediately, I see Battle Arena.
That must have been nuts.
Yep. And yeah, we had a lot of really good rounds. I'm happy for that set.
Yeah, it was.
Congratulations, no, you could.
Yeah, that was a great set for Note. Great game for you as well. You held it together in a lot of points, there as well. Note's really been showing up today. I think next up we're gonna try and grab Goshu and Dan. We're gonna bring them on here. Go through our losers side of the bracket. If we need to, we'll go to winners, and you know we'll have a good time there. If you guys have been having a good time watching this, I know we have a lot of raid viewers from Hummingbird Nest still watching. If you guys enjoyed what you see and enjoy what you see for the whole tournament, that would be awesome for you guys to check it out on Steam. It's only $15 to check the game out. And I'm not sure when the next Steam sale is, but I know that this game does get regularly discounted for those. So you guys can go through and try and grab it even cheaper if you want to wait. But I recommend getting it now, grabbing it, because I believe the price will go up after early access, and we're in early access right now. So this is your guys' opportunity to get in early.
TopplePop is the best. So true.
Tell him, Milk Crate. And yeah, I believe Star will be remaining with us for the rest of the time for commentary in these remaining 5 or so matches.
Yes, I will.
It's going to be a good time.
It's gonna be a great time.
We got Navark here, Hello Cat is here, El Green Bunny, mentioning some new chatters, Potato, Not Bad K-Bro, El Green Bunny, thank you guys. There's also a prize pool that I do want to shout out, so if you want to support any of the players you're seeing tonight, you can support the prize pool for free by subscribing to the Galactic YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed to the Galactic YouTube channel, you can hit that up on the Matcherino page. You hit the subscribe button there. It'll toss $8 in the prize pool, courtesy, or not $8, 8 cents courtesy of interesting message in chat. A Puzzle Wednesday regular should not fear the battle arena, and honestly, that's true. Y'all play everything.
You know what? This is what I get for not knowing who I'm leaving Battle Arena unbanned against.
Oh, I guess that's
exactly what I get.
Shoutouts Puzzle Wednesday.
Let's peek. Right, what are these bands gonna look like?
I mean, there's gonna be no short leash, so.
Alright, what's the other band gonna be?
There we go. Folks are in here picking their colors. There's lots of drip in this lobby.
Very true.
All right. All right, yeah. So short leashes got cut.
Yep, confirmed ban. Short leash is gone.
Wind.
Wind is gone. We're not seeing any wind today.
All right.
Now this is kind of curious. It's like the players who have experienced wind don't want to try it again. But like I haven't seen it yet, so like hopefully we'll get to eventually.
I'm shocked it
That
has
is
not been
interesting.
rolled once.
Yeah. There's actually a lot of things that haven't been rolled at all.
But all right, we have bomb blocks. We've seen a lot of these.
Ghost is gonna start chaining, and oh my goodness, that's an insanely fast color clear. And everything falls to clear. Graphics trying to build up some pressure. Maybe could stop Gosu, but unfortunately not able to get the chains out in time. That's Gosu's taking the first route. Very quick 30-second route. We see the monocolor ice.
Yeah, monocolor ice is going to be something. I mean, I really am just going to see a future, especially on this map, where there's like a longer time between the map moving up. I can just see them like placing these ice blocks to the side. Unless they know that they're able to break the ice like pretty fast. You see, Ghost is doing it well. They're always throwing ice blocks to make them fragile. Then they're continuously shoving into them. Like, that's kind of how you want to get rid of them fast.
Graphics did end up having it open, but some very unfortunate garbage is gonna re-close it.
Message
Goes
from
in a similar
Inbox
spot.
in chat said that Taizaga point out that garbage ice blocks in the queue are clear when they come up, which is interesting, so we're gonna have to keep our eye on that. But Ghost is speedrunning some rescues, and Dan was not far behind.
Yeah, that was a really close one. I think that was like a sub 2 second gap. Okay, never mind. I can't count. But still really close.
Alright, we're in the temple with glue blocks. This is probably just going to be a bit annoying, but I don't think we're going to see much change. Ooh, look at Dan's side. You see how those two multi-blocks are arranged? How the chain can kind of go either way? The dot in the middle is flashing back and forth. Very interesting visual feature they put in there to showcase that. You don't get iced out of it one way or another if you decide to do that. The corner links are probably one of my favorite parts about this game compared to other puzzle games. You can lean into like the physics-based thing, and you can do some really interesting matches with it. If I had to narrow it down to one little mechanic, I think that would probably be the one that wins it over for me.
I do wonder how it would feel to not have corner links in this game. Like just one bad garbage, and then just what happens after.
I think with no grid alignment, it's kind of necessary. It brings some flexibility back. Though it would be interesting to see a mutator where the corner links turn off.
Oh my god.
I don't even know if that's possible.
The Crush is coming up. And Ghost has a decent amount of resources at their disposal. And with graphics still not... Oh, as I'm saying that, they do actually open up their final red Grumble over there. So they're not as much in a dangerous position. Vulnerable to this pressure that's building up.
So garbage that fell down pushed some blocks into each other for Ghosts, which is good for them. It looks like temporarily sacrificing the red access for now on graphics side. And Ghost's goal is just to open everything up as fast as possible, but I feel like it might be too little, too late. Dan getting a point here. All right.
The lightning comes back out.
Lightning on here.
This will be interesting because there's already a lot of garbage on the board. So lightning could just make your situation significantly worse in a moment's notice.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what just happened to graphics.
Yeah, the situation got pretty rough.
And a lot of the material that they do have set up is very split.
Some shoves are starting to clear this out, but Ghost is open. It's basically opened up a whole side of the board here.
Oh, but the lightning ends up denying their rescue.
It's tough.
Now graphics is gonna get some chain action. Has the pink open. Ghost is able to fully stall it out.
There's some situations here where the lightning strike isn't that bad if you're not near like a rescue, because it just turns the blocks fragile that you're gonna clear out anyway. You can just shove through them. Which that looks to be at least how graphics is treating the lightning strikes. Ghost is playing a little bit more carefully from what I can see.
Definitely don't want to end up in that situation again. But we're getting dicey. Graphics is getting high. Ghost not too far behind in height. But Graphics has access to more material if they can just get one clear.
Ooh, the 2-chain coming in right before the lightning.
Sadly, lightning is going to deny their 3, which probably could have been a top-out condition.
This is
now
tough
Graphics
here.
is probably the worst spot thus far.
Yeah, I didn't see room for a comeback there. There's just too much garbage on this downtown map to really make anything happen for them there. Which is a shame, but we're 3-1 here on Ghost's side. Let's see if Dan can make a comeback in these coming rounds.
Try and swing that momentum back.
Rubber blocks on Temple here.
I was gonna say, I wouldn't be surprised to see more soft dropping here to make sure everything gets put into place, because on Temple, you definitely need very precise placements to access everything. And oh, that garbage is going crazy.
Yeah, the garbage is crazy. The graphics board here is interesting. Right side almost completely cleared out, but we're seeing some bulking happening on the left side. So hopefully we can kind of clear this out. We're seeing the path that he's trying to make this happen.
We're gonna get that rescue in. This is a really nice bomb placement for Ghost here. Unfortunately, doesn't end up blowing up the top.
It's unfortunate, but you know, the help on the bottom is going to be felt later. But you know, right now that top is really the top left rescue is probably gonna be priority now that margin time's starting to hit.
Luckily for them, nothing that a good aftertouch can't fix.
And alright, some garbage on Dan's board, I think, for the first time so far. At least in this part of the game.
I mean, almost every time they've tried to access their blue, they have just been getting swarmed. And it seems to be piling up on them. Meanwhile, Ghost has almost accessed everything. They have a lot of material. 3-chain gonna put Graphics in an even worse spot. But they do end up getting that blue from Gravity. And that's exactly what they need.
Wow. Wow. Ghost was almost there, but the Q didn't have the blues they needed. And
After dealing with mountains of pressure, Graphics is gonna take that round.
Dan's looking to tie this up. Dan's like, man, I put some money in the prize pool. I want some cash back. High gravity, monochrome map here with some floating rescues. The brambles here really make this easy if you're like Ghost and you're just kind of prioritize putting them there so you can just get these guys out of the way really fast.
The center one that usually spawns this map is also interesting most of the time. That's because of all the garbage here.
See that throw play on Dan's board?
Oh yes, I did. That was amazing.
I want to see more of that. Nice
what a rescue.
Too. This is where you can tell.
Dan is they're utilizing every single mechanic this game has to offer.
I mean, if you're one of the guys who designed the game mechanics, I would see you using all of them.
And I think we're actually seeing some rare monocolor resource building on Dan's side.
Yeah, it's not something you see often, but you know, a strategy that's in Puyo that I think could be carried over here is you'll use garbage sometimes in Puyo if you have a lot of one color racked up to create chains. And you might use this here if you're playing on the offensive. You might use garbage to stack chains up.
Yeah, it seems to be what they're doing right now. Using this garbage to cover. Trying to get some aftertouch to open it up a little bit more. Ghost is on the down stack. They're digging.
Both players have this one same rescue left, and it's blocked on both sides. Now,
That garbage on Gotu's side is not looking nice. Graphics is open, and they're cycling. Yellow comes out, and that's it.
There we go. We have a
They're now in
tie
a tie game.
Losers top 6 is going pretty crazy in this tournament.
Close matches all around.
We'll see how close this gets. We'll see if they get to the ultimate tiebreaker, but had some ties coming up in the middle of the game. We have Floor Rush here. So we have a really short game on a map that's not supposed to be this amount of time. With the predetermined garbage and some awkward spots that they're gonna have to clear. This could be tough if these guys are slow to opening the map up.
Definitely a very interesting starting shape there. We're gonna see Ghost take their time on this initial chain building.
They might not have a lot of time to take. Look at that left side.
And a lot of the resources they were stacking up on the right side are now completely inaccessible. I'm not sure if it's even possible to clear all that garbage in time.
I think their
But
hope
Free
is
Chain's
that
gonna
it's
put them in
going
a
to
better
fall
spot.
over like that. And it opens up a little bit. Yeah, we
Have the
need a
greens
green.
available.
Ooh, nice chain.
Ooh, and they get it all. But Grax is opening up everything.
Well,
Two more rescues left.
This is just a dangerous height in general for any amount of attack.
Yeah, and that's a lot of attack getting received from Graphics.
You see how fast the wipeouts were at that point? When you hit like the
Extremely.
ultimate margin time? Like, that was
And what was
barely
interesting
edged out.
is that Ghost had actually reached the top faster, but all that damage that was being received just like accelerated that timer so much. And Battle Arena comes out. Ooh.
Alright.
Only one win condition now. And we're only going to see 2 colors.
For
we're
those
gonna have
of
to
you
see
new to
very
watching
creative painting.
TopplePop, this is the most familiar to you probably. Unless you were playing the pre-made maps on Tetris Battle back in like 2000 whatever until they shut it down.
And Battle Arena with Palms is going to be very interesting. Because you could just get a lot of your material gone.
There's also only 2 colors here. So it's going to be pretty interesting to build chains with. Damn, basically all clearing here. Both of these guys basically all clearing here. A little bit of
And I
garbage
think
here
they
on this
had
side.
even chains there, but Ghost just cleared more.
Because there's the chain amount and then the actual amount of resources per clear that go into the damage calculation.
First margin time is hit. Ghost completely clears up their board.
I will say the glue being stuck to the sides here is going to kind of force them to pay attention to this on Ghost's side, because even though, you know, this timer is elevating slowly, you know, there is still the top out component.
I mean, a lot of the times when the glue is stuck to the walls, they just kind of roll down.
It depends on how heavy the blocks you're attaching to it are, though. If you're not attaching large blocks to it, it is actually going to have less of an effect. Ghost has obviously
Sure.
seen this, and it must not be stuck there anymore.
And Dan had potential for a major chain, but unfortunately couldn't connect that yellow in time. And because their chain's gonna cut, that's gonna allow Ghost to survive that encounter. But Dan's just building up even more of a chain right now. Makes it to 2, but once again, these yellows don't like him. Not able to access it in time. But Ghost is still in a really bad spot.
You're noticing, like, even in the battle arena, these, like, chains of 2 are pretty detrimental. They're not huge chains, but if you build up a lot of material within them, you're gonna send some decent attacks. And really, in battle arena, there's not gonna be one blow to end all blows, especially if you're only playing with 2 colors. Like, if some of these guys got like a 5 or 6 chain, that would be impressive. It's gonna be how often you can chain in smaller quantities. And we're just seeing Dan do that more right now. But look at the survival play from Goshu. They're trying.
A lot of clears.
But
it just barely. Dan's gonna be able to take that one.
Look at that. That's less than 1 second of a survival difference.
Oh my goodness. Sub-second gap.
So we're up to a tiebreaker. I have a feeling. Okay, we're getting all the colors here, but we're not gonna know much about what's coming next.
I mean, if their eyes are good, they can barely see at least one of the 2 colors they're going to be getting, and they can plan around that.
Battle arena with these blocks would be nuts. I'm hoping we can see that today. It's like the true puzzle game experience.
We see a significant chain come out from Gosu. Graphics able to do some stall canceling. And pretty much their entire garbage queue is gone. And they're able to continue their downstack scot-free. But there is more where that came from, and Gosu's on the offensive again.
Yeah, we have some more, like, 2 to 3 chains coming from Goshu. Okay, we got it up to a 4.
It's been really good at the survival this far, but the margin time's gonna make it that much harder. Very large clear on the incoming garbage.
Seeing some gravity chaining coming in from graphics. Some stuff is already built up. Just kind of helping clear some things out a little bit. But the physics here of how these garbage box align for Dan was pretty awkward. We're through it now. Just a lot of resource clumping. At this point, with the amount of time left, it's going to be safe to say that we're going to need a miracle to see the rescues be the win condition here. I think a knockout's going to be more likely.
Both players have a significant amount of material. It's just going to be a matter of accessing it. And Dan's going to be on the offensive first. Not able to continue the chain to 3, but Gosu still not able to find their clears. And with no stalling available, Dan's going to take it.
There we go. Congrats to Dan on the win. In a really close game. We're 5-4 here, and Dan will be moving on into the top 4, playing against Note. Worth noting that in pools, what was interesting to see was that Note upset Dan 3-2. So we have a rematch here. A first-time match.
The run back will be legendary.
A first-time match, and the match that we're going to be seeing first before those is, well, first time in this tournament, I should say. Taizago versus Elsomoose. We will be bringing up here on the stream. Any predictions?
Predictions.
Whether it's a ban prediction or a score prediction.
I don't think either of these players are going to ban Battle Arena. I'd be very surprised to see it. If anything, I think I'll see another short rope ban.
I think we're going to see short rope cut. I think the next cut is either going to be... I can only narrow it down to 3 options. It's going to be ice, lightning, or bouncy. I think lightning is going to be the most likely.
Oh, bouncy gets blocked.
Taizago just listened to what I said and was like, "Shut up, man! Like, I'm in charge."
I also wouldn't be surprised to see a wind ban.
A wind ban from Elso is not impossible. Goes with the raid. Welcome. Hopefully you enjoyed your tournament run tonight. A reminder for anyone playing that you can increase the amount in the prize pool by dropping a subscription on the Galactic YouTube channel for free. You can also donate. Do a lot of work there to keep our uploads up.
Both of our players have entered the lobby. Still waiting on that second ban, though. Then we will begin.
Ban ice. Okay. I guess I was kind of right on the ice prediction.
Makes sense. They don't want any potential interruptions to their chains.
Dan once again hating on one of his own mechanics. All ice is bad.
I'm just waiting for them to like pop in like, okay, I'm gonna set the record straight. This was not my idea.
Be like, oh yeah, there's actually someone else on the team.
Can't believe they made me code that.
They made me make some ice blocks in the game.
And we are gonna see the short rope immediately, and this is a very interesting map to have short leash, because now you're not allowed to after touch the top.
Infox and Chet, we don't often agree about features. That's why mutators are great. It's true, you can turn them on and off as you like. You can't do that about a lot of things in a game. You can do that often. Oh shoot, I accidentally gave him the stop sign. let me open that up real quick. Alright, so we're short leash, and we have a lot of garbage in only one color. This is probably going to be painful. Especially with the floating guys, they're just going to have to throw a bramble and kind of hope it sticks. The rest of this ain't too terrible, but I can tell that will definitely be frustrating for a little bit. Your Elso's not even trying to throw the brambles up there yet. He's just like, let me deal with the rest of the game first.
I mean, makes sense. The bottom's going to be a lot harder to clear in the long run, so getting rid of that early is really nice. Okay, and oh, that bramble is
technically
floating. And Tazago is going to get that clear just barely in time.
Cleared the floaters first, and that might have been the first sign of victory. All right, first point to Tazago. Elso's got clap back here.
Boom blocks?
Boom blocks, I presume, and the regular time bombs are going to be on here.
Double the explosives. And both players are going to use the bomb to rescue a Grumble. Gonna see Elso gets the pink, which was immediately accessible. And, oh no!
Yeah, some folks aren't really, some folks aren't used to the shell shock. That's what I'm going to call that move that can happen here.
Alright, we see glue.
A glue on here, this is going to be pretty tame.
Monocolor glue, like, oh my, all this garbage is about to disappear.
Yeah, pretty much. But
Taizago is going to be doing some chaining on the monocolor. We're going to attempt to, but that reduced timer is really hitting different for her.
Yeah, but look at that triple rescue from Elso. I mean,
oh my gosh.
I don't see a way to make this happen here.
Yeah, Elso just with the absolute speed run.
Between these two players, I think these first like couple rounds have characterized them quite well. Tazago tries to build up some attacks, you know. As we said, they're not going to be afraid of the battle arena, but Elso's really good at just putting their head down and solving the puzzle. If no garbage comes down, they're going to have a great time. All right, we have lightning here. I'm curious to see how these guys are going to handle it against each other. Whether
And
we're
this
gonna
is
see
a
some,
large stage. So I would not be surprised if it actually ends up coming to a top out, which is going to favor Tazago if that's the case.
It is true.
But Elsa's going to be trying to build some material as well. They are aware of the looming threat.
Out of all the players, I think Elso would probably be the most keen in these situations on tactically letting blocks get shocked. Just to let that all kind of open up and have some room to do that there. Ooh, might have gotten caught off guard there.
Alright, both players stalling, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is where we see it happen. Zago throws that star up in the air to get some clears. Zago is actually going to decline activating the rest of their chain. And that's going to backfire.
Sometimes the greed does come to get you, and this is a huge lead. I don't think we see this very often from Elso's side. This lead versus Tazago. We'll see what happens here. Okay, this is a pretty tame mutator, high gravity, pretty open map. This is definitely an Elso favorite situation, I would say. But depending on how the blocks get placed with all this garbage that's kind of like man-made, we might see Tazago get some attack building opportunities.
I mean, I think the map being open might be a point against high gravity being tame here. Because it's very easy to, like, overcompensate your movement and make it all the way to the bottom accidentally.
Yeah, that is true. But look at how fast
Ty's got the color clear. And she's gonna build that bridge and make sure that she does not succumb to the effects of gravity.
It's happened a little bit, but some shoves made it happen. I know that they want some pieces to naturally line closer together, but no, push didn't happen that way. And, you know, Tazago doesn't want to be counted out yet. Elso still has that 1-point cushion here. Let's see how long they can maintain that.
Floor rush. I'm not sure how much of a factor floor rush is going to be.
I mean, we'll have to see. Both of these guys are pretty fast.
Tazago starting the chains. Gravity's gonna extend it, trying to get the yellows. Not able to connect in time. But Elso doesn't find a clear and is unable to stall.
This is rough.
Tazago's gonna tie it up. And Battle Arena does come out poetically in the stadium. And it's very interesting to like see the finesse that Tazago's going for with these split pieces. It's very intentional, the orientation she's deciding to do these. A lot of back and forth. That was a really good clear from Elso's board. Most of the garbage just disappeared on the spot. But Tazago's gonna make it to a 3-chain.
Tazago's just doing a really good job with these chains. These combined plus blocks are so messed up, man.
Also in a really rough spot. And that red ends up just going to the opposite side of the board. That's not what they want. And when it all comes crashing down, they're not going to have a stall clear.
Also tried to shove that plus shade piece in there, but it did not work.
Yeah, those crosses are not friendly. And Tazago is going to take this lead.
Match
point. Yeah, match point.
Okay, we're back in the stadium. What's this gonna look like?
Short-sighted.
This is gonna be interesting for sure. I don't really have a prediction for this one. We just need to see how they react.
Tazago's going for the speed run. I think Elsa was initially trying to stack up pressure, but it does not want to let Tazago get away with they're finding their stride.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like they kind of did role reversal for a little bit. I feel like Taizago's move would have been more anticipated on Elso's side. It looks like they both flipped the script on each other. I mean, Taizago's doing a really good job. There's a lot open here right now. It's gonna take some work from Elso to catch up. The aftertouch rescue's really
That's
gonna
an
help
amazing
them out here.
aftertouch.
But the chain here, some garbage might bury things.
Garbage definitely will bury things. Unfortunately, not able to clear that red. And Taizago with one rescue remaining. It's not a good position for Elso.
Elso basically need a green to get this machine going here. Now, I don't see any greens coming for quite a long time. Unfortunately, covered the access point up right there. Just looking at a chain build maybe at this point, but Taizago is a huge one. I think this is gonna close it, guys.
That's gonna be game set Taizago winning on both fronts. The top out and the rescue. Taizago will be advancing to grands.
Congrats to Taizago on the run back, the 5-3. Only 3 games left potentially in the night unless we get a bracket reset. We have Dan, aka Graphics, versus Note. The winner of that will play Elso, and the winner of that will play Taizago. So a pretty straightforward bracket run for the rest of our tournament here.
Yes, it is. And back to like that last round specifically, I gotta comment on usually the win condition when you're that high on the board is to try and send some amount of pressure to your opponent and hope that it covers their grumble. But because Taizago is just such a nice chain setter, there was already so much damage in Elso's Q that just could not be transferred over. It could not persist, and that win condition was blocked off entirely.
Yeah, the shakeups in play were interesting there. Just across the board. I feel like some folks tried things normally wouldn't see, and I mean, Battle Arena really changes the whole scope of the tournament. While, you know, a lot of these mutators are just existing parts of the game that get brought into other maps where they don't naturally occur. You know, Battle Arena is just a whole new map that you can roll. Something completely different, or I guess lack thereof. So it's fun to see. It's really fun to see that come in, and it is really becoming a factor in deciding wins, which is interesting. So perhaps if this rule set sticks in competitive TopplePop, on top of practicing how you play with puzzles, you're probably have to start practicing Battle Arena with your pals as well.
Sounds amazing. A lot of emphasis gets put on these rescues, but people are gonna have to start working on their chain pressure too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see how that develops. Another thing as well, Battle Arena is different than the normal like versus like no rescue rule set because the margin time is different. In Battle Arena, it's still the traditional crush, while in the normal like versus set, you actually get an attack boost.
Yeah, that's one thing I was pointing out the first time I saw it in action here in this rule set. You know, no attack boost means it's really truly a raw power coming through, and the margin time is slow. It's slow when there's not a lot of pre-built blocks on the bottom. It takes a lot of time for it to push you all the way up.
Definitely a long, hard battle. I also wonder if different metas are going to develop around the 2 modes.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be fun to see as it evolves. And so this is all so young in these open tournaments. Dan just saying a dog emoji, and I don't even need to ask what that means. So we're just gonna cut that out, and
Yeah.
we'll type their ban. Might get some words for this ban. Might find an emoji to describe it. Banning wind.
I was just about to say, I really hope we get to see wind sometime.
Wind will not
Not
happen
gonna be
during
now.
this tournament. Maybe you guys will just have to show up in droves and tell us you want another Rumble in the Grumble 7. Wind only. Battle Arena. Wind Battle Arena. So, let's get started. 10 mutators. Just turn all of them on.
I also wonder what would happen if Battle Arena and Lightning happened at the same time. How cooked would that be?
It's basically just red light, green light at that point. You can't even really do anything else. I mean, you can maybe build up your chain depending on how many colors are on the map. Otherwise, I might trigger. Attack without attacking. But yeah, you know, bomb blocks here, it's going to be really helpful for clearing out the garbage. It's just going to help make this a bit faster for everyone. Just pinks left on the rescue. Probably going to see an aftertouch here on Dan's side. They did a little bit of a decision change there. Thinking they're going to move away from the aftertouch idea. Just try and do some clears. Landscape of the map is pretty rough. No one has one rescue left though, but you know, Dan has some materials necessary to make this happen. Precision mode with the corners is gonna give it to Note though.
Precision mode comes out. Oh my gosh.
Tatsumiya, we hope you can play in the next one. The hope is to more consistently hold some events here. So
That would be nice.
hopefully you can make it in the next one. The best place to go to make sure that you can continue to participate in events like these is the TopplePop Discord. I'll put a link to that.
Speaking of which, I actually did not make it to the lobby. So I am watching this with stream delay.
Oh. I can give you this.
Thank you very much.
And there we go. Ice blocks on the beach. Probably need some ice on the beach. Might be able to use it to cool off.
Very fitting.
Solve our drink. And shouts if you've already been in the TopplePop Discord. If you're not there, feel free to make it there. Hopefully the level's not bugged. We can get started. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, when ice blocks were put in the queue, I didn't think that we'd see this many to start.
It's reminiscent of version 1 ice.
Oh yeah, I remember when this was being tested. Nice little aftertouch on Dan's side. Notes just play some blocks.
Trying to get that shove in. Runs out of stamina. And that is not a well-placed garbage, but it is going to get cleared immediately.
Oh, hold that. It's why I need to get the red out of the way, but it's not linking. We need more red.
And right now, Dan seems to be in a significantly better spot.
It's getting
A
closer
lot more
now.
accessible.
Note has caught up in terms of the rescues, and some garbage is coming down. Dan does have some good access.
But that ice on the left side is going to be tough because that's not going to crack for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Note having to deal with the same ice, but...
Yeah, it's more evenly distributed here. It's starting to crack on the left side, so they might be able to make some moves with that. Okay.
Be able to find a way in.
I'm going to be honest, I've never seen before. I did not know that the brambles could bond with the ice. That does not slip off. That is interesting.
Do you think it's interacting with the color inside?
It might be.
But I don't see any universe in which these grumbles get rescued. It's looking like a top-out condition. No, gets 1 stall clear, 2 from gravity. It looks to be the end of their defense with only ice coming in.
Yeah, I just really think those attacks with all the ice are going to seal the deal for Note. Time for Dan's first point here.
Gonna see the round 2 tie.
Let these guys move on.
And this one's going to be extremely close. It's going to come down to a corner touch. Oh, no, ends up missing it initially. Graphics cycling.
Wow.
Really close one.
Arguably,
I always love
like a better puzzle solve on Note's side because of the less blocks remaining on the map. But the speed is key here.
Very true. Dan has that cycling on block.
Ooh. Lightning here? This could be interesting. I could see
Monocolor lightning.
Interesting difference from both. Note clearing the middle
just
more.
Barely gonna get there.
Mm-hmm. Note cleared the middle out more. Dan's clearing the edges more. He's at least trying to. Interesting little difference. Lots opening up for Note, though. It's really just this right side that both of these guys need to focus on now.
You know, it's actually gonna get owned by the fact that it's you get the splits here, because now they can't access that bottom one by traditional means.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not gonna be too much of an issue. Dan dealing with the same thing. Note trying to stall.
Ooh, the shove?
For the shove. Precision mode to make it happen.
The shove had
just a
an
bit slow.
unintended effect, I think. And that unintended effect gave Note the round win. Tied up once again. It looks like we're in the realm for a close game, guys.
Yes, we are. Not only is the score close, but so was every individual round thus far. Nobody's really running away with it. Graphics is trying to build a spire. The bounce he's gonna collapse it in. Looks like it was for the better. Unfortunately for Note, those yellows are going to split, so that's gonna cut their chain and force them to have to rest the Grumble normally.
Right after that, like, careful spire build from Dan, he's just tossing every block now. And just letting him bounce around. And it's kind of working well. He's clearing a lot with this.
Like, you just had to remember what modifier was on, what mutator. And the pinks are gonna fall on each other from Note.
Oh, but the red rescue coming earlier on Note's side is going to hand it over. All right, so Note is now in the lead. They're taking the lead here. High gravity here. This shouldn't be too bad.
Both players taking a similar initial approach. Starting the chains at the same time, both cuts at 2. So it's starting to chain again. Once again, cuts at 2 due to the time limit.
The chains are deviating a bit here now. In terms of the strategy of moving forward, we're rescue ahead here on Note's side, but Graphics is building up a lot of material.
We see the first 4 chain.
Yeah, this chain might be rough here.
It's gonna be a full row and then some coming in on Note's side. And Graphics has just completely shifted the momentum of this round. Note has to have the win condition of a large chain to cover what Graphics has. But Graphics is gonna get some really nice aftertouches and a color clear to help them with the rescues.
High gravity. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, look at the gravity there.
Oh my gosh.
The gravity just handed that to them.
Absolutely clutch crush coming in for Dan.
And yeah, we're tied up again. Winner of this
I
one
wonder-
face also so. I'm interested to see that.
I am curious how that would have went down if that crush didn't end up resolving everything, because Note did end up finding a significant chain that could have changed things.
Yeah. We did see that come in.
But it's time for that immediate margin time. The vines come down.
Very interesting to see the vines come down quickly for both players, but you know, it's just a part of the rule set.
No, trying to just get these micro chains. Push for Graphics just a little bit.
The attack boosts here are gonna be crazy.
Yes, it is. Note receiving a full row. Color clear for Graphics. Now they just have to cycle.
What's the aim?
Wait, what is going on? Oh, there we go. It works.
Trying for a chain kill, maybe.
Perhaps. They could have been going for the Tizago special of winning on both sides. The double win con. Oh, Battle Arena comes out.
With these like 3 pieces.
Is this the first time we've seen a Battle Arena with these?
Yeah. We've had completely empty arenas pretty much.
And Note has been favoring the micro chains thus far.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're seeing more colors here, so maybe we'll see some more stuff happen. We're definitely seeing more resource building.
And Note's just coming with this early harassment. Goes really well for them. Gonna block off Graphics chain for now. But it's still not a kill threat. If Graphics can re-access, they could definitely swing this game back in their favor. But it's gonna be a tough one. Finds the reds, has one stall clear. Blues don't connect on the bottom. And I'm not sure they have anything. They might have this one pink, but then nothing else. And the misrotation is nailing the coffin. That is game, set, Note. Wait, nope, not quite. I can't read. We are in tiebreaker. I was really just assuming that we've just been tiebreaker the whole time. I'm like, one of them's at 4, they're both at 4. But now that's true.
All right. Pretty interesting, kind of mellow final round here.
Really nice horizontal clear from Graphics there. Note not too far behind. Trying to use a bramble to clear that yellow. These are great chains coming out from both players. The Graphics damage is going to persist. Yeah, they are in fact going band for band here, but it's going to fully mitigate by the end of it. Note's open, but graphics has a lot of material. But Note has one rescue left, and it's at the top.
All right, margin time's
And
been hit.
That crush is really good for Note. Immediately connects the triple pink. There it is.
Congratulations, Note. Congratulations. Moving on now to face Elso. Well fought battle by Dan. Really cool to see Dan come through and play this, but now it's Note versus Elso's turn. What do you think's gonna happen next?
I'm very curious to see what happens next because this is also a run back. Elso did initially sweep Note in the winner's side, but Note has been going on an insane bracket run as we enter our top 3.
Mm-hmm. Note has leveled up. That is true. So, let's see what happens. I'm going to get these guys in a room, and we will keep moving forward. Let me get this over to them.
I mean, this is our top 3. We've seen plenty of these players in this tournament. Do you have any predictions on how this one match is going to go?
On my side, I mean, I think we're not going to see a sweep, but I will have to say I think we're going to see a dominant Elso throughout the game. The question is, how is Note going to respond to that playstyle now that they've had a lot of time to warm up and keep in practice? I think that's
Because
I think that's the
has been
question
waiting
we're
to
gonna
be
see
set.
answered.
I think one thing that Note has going for them is that they have definitely been taking advantage of the mutators a lot better thus far. And that could be their win condition. Got both our players hugging the right wall.
Wish you guys could see that at home.
Oh no, that's new.
I keep making them go to challenge mode.
I mean, we do have a challenging match ahead of us. Also, maintaining the ice ban.
Banning spiky blocks.
Note's banning the brambles.
That's interesting. I find them sometimes to be beneficial, but perhaps depending on the play style, we're not going to see that.
Yeah. I mean, I've definitely heard it in like conversation that like brambles are people's like favorite of the stickies, the glue, the stitched, and the brambles. So this will be interesting, but we are going to see a short rope initially. Man, I love short rope.
This is a short rope lover.
And oh my goodness, the way that corner works out for Note is amazing. But unfortunately, are gonna end up stacking up too much material on the side, and they're gonna shove it out even in short rope. I didn't even know that was possible. What amazing awareness. Gonna start cascading all of that material. That's gonna pretty much mitigate the open advantage that Elso had. Now No can start focusing on rescues. We're gonna see Elso start this pivot now and try and stack up their own attack. Makes it to 1, 2. Will the blues connect? Not quite, but that's a lot of damage coming in on Note's side. But that was a powerful 2-chain. And Elso is once again going to get buried. And they're not going to try the same shove strat. They know they need clears. And a clear they do find. Wow. It is just enough to stall. And Note is going to experience a top out there.
Also with the first win in such interesting circumstances.
Boom blocks could be dangerous here. It's very easy to accidentally tag a Grumble because they're already so exposed. And the Bramble's going to prevent the aftertouch on Note's side. So they're going to have to circle back to the above yellows. Elso's looking pretty buried. Yellows don't quite connect for Elso, but the boom is going to let it do so. An amazing boom placement from Note. That's going to allow them to just break all of those, rescuing the bottom pink. An amazing aftertouch as well, making the bottom pink their final Grumble. Elso shoves to it. Elso's yellow was just able to be corner cleared, but Note was already taken the round.
We're really in an array of close matches that are shaping up here at the end of the tournament, which is really cool to see.
Love to see it.
Okay.
As the caliber increases, so does the quality of match.
Mm-hmm. So we're just basically having a more traditional monochrome play here. The glue I don't think is going to harm these guys that much, especially with the layout of the default.
And Note's geared up for a triple rescue. But the glue just said no! Not even able to shove it down. They might be gearing up for Crush to save them here. But there we go!
Congrats to Note for such a quick solve.
Also wasn't far behind, but they did just get buried.
Mm-hmm. So move forward. Note taking a little bit of an early lead.
Lightning comes out on the beach. Seems like we've got a hurricane in order. And that was a very nice idea by Note. And very good lightning usage to open up that green. Unfortunately, they're gonna get hit by a spire of garbage. Which is gonna block it off in the best way that it could have. And Elso's set up on just about all of their clears. Toast WinCon is gonna be an amazing chain right here. But their colors don't connect quite in time, and Elso's on cycle duty. Lightning's gonna just be sending more pot shots post round.
One thing I'm noticing is there aren't a lot of rounds happening where folks are having like comparable board states before the kill. Like sometimes, I know in the last match we saw points where players were really bugged up and then they'd nearly both be in the same situation. Someone send a chain, send a lot of garbage, and finally knock them out. But we're seeing like cluttered boards versus clean boards here. It's very interesting, and each person changes their role depending on each time. But we're tied up here, having some fun-shaped puzzle pieces. they're bouncing around.
Yeah, bouncy in this stage is always gonna be quite interesting. Nothing's gonna get stuck on the bottom. So you're not gonna get cooked too hard if you miss a placement. Both even on rescues. Decently even on how open their boards are as well, but also has slightly more chain potential at the moment. Also is able to connect those blues for the rescue. No, trying to lock these pieces in place. Doesn't want to deal with the bouncies at all. But color clears are red. That's really good for them. As they're going to be able to speed run this final cycle. With damage already on Elso's board, that you're going to be forced to mitigate. That's another game to note. High grab comes out. It's gonna be pretty much the opposite of what we've seen last round.
Yeah.
Also, I'm surprised we haven't seen low grab yet.
Have an interesting comment in the chat. How does this game work? That is a great question. So it's a physics-based puzzle game. You might have seen ones where they're not... you might have seen a lot of grid-aligned puzzle games. You can place the blocks anywhere. Gravity plays a lot into things, and that allows the blocks to do a lot of cool stuff. So as you watch, you're going to kind of get some inklings of how this all works. So if you want more details, you can read the TopplePop Steam page and check it out. And yeah.
You can find all the connections on the TopplePop website. And luckily for Note, that garbage is not going to hinder too much. That blue's going to slide down. Also on their final rescue, going to be forced to try to find this aftertouch. They're going to get it. And that's really cool. Who took that one? Oh my... By 9/100ths of a second, Elso's gonna take that. Masterful aftertouch.
Not the first time this has happened in this tournament series, and probably not the last. We're back in the temple. 2 colors only, lots of double garbage clears here. Let's see it.
That immediate margin time. Once again, wouldn't be surprised if we see the top out condition appear here. Elso's already getting really good rescues. With them already seeing they have to mitigate so much damage, it might not even be worth it for them in their mind.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my goodness. That assist from the heavens on Note's board. But that is so much garbage. Excellent pivot from Elso. And Note's gonna get buried here if they can't find any more stall. Elso's gonna tie this right back up.
Mm-hmm. Just great management of the board and all that, and almost there to the end of it on rescues.
Oh, Battle Arena comes out!
There we go.
We've seen both these players play it.
Sub-levels do have short maximum time. Most of the time it's around 3 minutes. Some levels are about 1 minute. And yeah, sometimes those are changed by rush mode, which drops the match time. So that's what you saw there.
Very interesting chain shapes by these players. Who, no, just barely able to save their material. But the gravity's gonna succumb to it eventually, and they're gonna fire off their chain. The pinks don't connect, so that's only gonna be a 2. Also has a stall placement, but they get buried anyway. No, doing some more micro chaining, trying to edge out this victory. Elso's not going down without a fight. And Elso with that power single. No's gonna have to do a lot of mitigation here, and this is gonna give Elso a lot of time to get down. No gets buried, but not by a lot. But now Elso's actually gonna flip the script, and now Elso's gonna be open, sending the 3-chain. And Note gets that 1 clear due to gravity, but now it's just gonna be over.
Yeah, I mean, the materials just didn't come fast enough for them to be able to do something. They got all this garbage, and they had to manually place some garbage. Not enough pinks are here, which is what they need to clear it out. It is unfortunately the end of Note's tournament run, but a great 3rd place for them in their first tournament in a while. Shouts to Note for coming on and playing, earning 3rd place and Rumble in the Grumble 6. And that star leaves us with one more match tonight.
It's time for Grand Finals. Elso has made it back for another run back. Against the Titan that is Tazago.
I can't wait to see this. Elso is warm off a great victory. Wonder if Tazago's been practicing in the interim just to stay warm for this.
Wouldn't be surprised. Actually, I want to check to see if there's any more leaderboard updates. Have they improved their time at all since? Not seeing any PB updates from them. Well, the event's been on. They have been waiting patiently.
Invite them to a new room. Excited to see how this goes.
I think I'm gonna have to hit this game restart real quick.
I did as well.
In the meantime, can we talk about Elso's survival in that final battle arena round? Like, they were on the back foot for so much of that, but they were able to live in, just barely access their material, and just completely steamroll from there. That ability to swing around if given time is going to be vital in this grand finals. Our bans come out. Tizago bans bouncy blocks, and also bans ice. Both of these players have remained consistent with their bans over the course of this tournament. Not too much adjusting needs to be made. They know what they are good at. They know their weaknesses.
Star, let me know when you're in this lobby and I'll continue.
Surely I'm not going to need another restart, right? Okay, there we are.
Yeah. Alright, we got bouncy block and ice. They're gonna get banned. I've never seen a progress bar fill up slowly ever.
What is going on? Building anticipation here.
Devs are messing with my settings. Devs are messing with my settings.
There we go. We're gonna see another short rope round one. Tizago's actually gonna make the effort to clear the top ones first.
Yeah, it's an interesting effort for sure, but it does work out. I was waiting to see how that would fall.
Tizago's starting that chain, and the gravity's looking insane.
Yeah, Elsa's
makes it to 6, 7, 8.
Oh!
And I think that's the largest chain we've seen this tournament.
Yep. I don't know.
That is more than enough to secure a kill.
Tizago's out of patience, I guess. Wants to wrap this bracket up. Let's see what Elso has to say about that.
Glue lightning.
Glue lightning. A rare occurrence. It's gonna make things a little bit chaotic on here, but...
And you know the start is optimal when both players go for the same thing.
Yep.
Elsa's gonna be doing some stalling. But that's just gonna give Tizago so much more time to build a insane spike here. You see them doing their usual resource buildup.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Elso's starting to hammer away at the rescues here, so we'll have to see when Tizago's about to fire the chain.
Oh. The gravity's gonna end up forcing the lightning in the middle of Tizago's chain. Definitely not what she wanted to see, but she's still gonna make it to 3. But yeah, that chain cut was very bad for Tizago. As Elsa's gonna find a 5, and Tizago's not gonna have any stall placements.
Might be the break
it's gonna be very tight.
Elso needs, even if it was a bit by chance.
Also trying to stack more pressure onto Tizago. And once again, Lightning's gonna deny Tizago what she needs. Tizago waits out the Lightning. Gets a clear on a lot of garbage. But Elso's so far down. It's gonna take a miracle for Tazago to come back here. And that lightning's gonna throw a wrench in the plans. Elso's one piece away on both Grumbles.
Yeah, this is this is a tough
But
scenario.
they're not getting the colors that they need. Where are they?
This is a slugfest.
Elso's got to be a little bit more patient. Tazago's trying to find this win condition. And Elso ends up having to cover. This is the break that Tazago needed, especially as soon as the attack margin time comes through. 5-chain. Waits to make sure that Elso receives. Elso not able to find the stall placement. The lightning's gonna force Elso to do other things. The green is blocked. And Tazago has brought it back from the depths.
What a run back from Tazago. They'll be studying that for generations.
Actually, historical round right there. Oh, Floor Rush and Gravity. Okay. Yeah, this round's gonna be like 40 seconds.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Notably, Stitched Up and Wind have not been seen in today's tournament. And I don't believe either of them are banned, so we'll see what happens. It's just something
I wonder if we're playing with loaded dice here.
Maybe. Sometimes two mods do activate even with one mutator if a mutator is not high effect. So that is something that happens. Not sure if it's on purpose or not, but I have noticed this. It's happened quite a few times. Mainly it happens with glue or ice blocks and something else.
Tazago is doing the thing on this map with that garbage layer, trying to get that initial chain, but it's gonna cut at 2. Second one makes it to 3. That's gonna bury Elso, who is able to find the initial stall placements this time. They mitigate everything, but Tazago's looking for that follow-up.
This right side is just rough. Okay, but they're clearing it in the nick of time. Like, really close. And look at all this garbage coming in on Elso's side. Unsure how this...
5-chain comes out from Tazago.
Unsure how we're really going to deal with this. I mean, we have some chain here. We reflect it. We reflect the garbage.
Oh my...
But
what a reflection, side. But there's just no more clears available.
Whew.
As ridiculous as it was that Elso was able to reflect that spike, unfortunately it just was not enough in that situation. Battle Arena short-sighted.
A pause here. We're back.
We see at least 2 colors to start. There's the third. Got some quad color short-sighted. Gonna be very interesting round. Also trying to find some harassment, but not able to break the sending threshold. Sends a 4-chain. Tazago's gonna fire in response. Finds a 4 of her own with power. Makes it to 5. Elso's gonna be able to live this spike, though. Clear a decent chunk of their garbage. Tazago fires once more. Elso gets 1 stall placement. Not able to find a second. Gonna get buried again. Another layer comes through. And Tazago just has so much follow-up pressure available. It's not looking good for Elso, especially in this margin time.
Attack up with that board state. Wow. You are definitely scared if you're in Elso's side. I mean, there are resources here that are going to help them start to move down. We're getting a little bit of a chain here. which is gonna be
4.
It's actually a lot of.
And the gravity's gonna connect a lot. Power 5, 6. Tizago has a lot of material too. They're gonna have to cycle for as many stall placements as they
9?
can.
10?
10! We see a double-digit chain come out from Elso, and Tizago is buried so far.
I think a stall game is gonna play it out. That chain that Tizago popped at the end was impressive, but it was a little bit too little, too late. Also, with the Battle Arena victory, Battle Arena handing them their only win of the game so far.
Time bombs and screws. Wait, this is the first time we've seen screws, right?
I think so.
Oh, I think we might have gotten the settings wrong.
I hope not.
Alright, Saga's gonna try some resource containment. Makes it to 3 chain, trying to cycle the blue, not able to get it in time. But it's gonna put some pressure on Elso. The blue is available, but that garbage is too well placed. Tizago's gonna have to be careful to not kill a Grumble here. She has been prone to do that in the past. The bombs are gonna make it tough, but finds a rescue just in time. Tizago only has this blue Grumble left. And she's gonna take her 4th round. Match, even tournament point for Tizago. Now Elso's in the position they're looking for the comeback of a lifetime.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, if a Grumble goes kaboom, that player will lose the game on the spot.
Okay, well, you know...
We see wind! We see wind!
You know, maybe we messed up the settings for a good reason.
Maybe it was worth it. We saw screw and wind, things that we haven't seen in the entire event thus far. And oh, that is strong. You're telling me this was weaker than before? Zago's starting to chain, it gets cut. But it's still enough to put some pressure on Elso. And that wind is definitely not what Elso wanted to see.
Just struggling.
Not only does it completely ruin the board state that Elso had, it also completely freed up everything for Tizago.
The wind is troublesome. I see why people ban this, especially.
I'm starting to see, yeah.
I see why people ban it.
And there you have it.
But
Tizago's your Rumble in the Grumble 6 champion. Keeping that undefeated solo title. GG's.
I am gonna check in the background what the settings look like because I believe they do save.
All right,
So
let's
if
see.
I restart up, yeah, 2 were.
Oh no, we cooked it. Oh, oh no.
They're happy with the result though, so it's fine.
Okay.
To be honest, might get written in the rules for Rumble in the Grumble 7. It was fun.
Honestly, I'm a fan of 2 Mutator. We should do this for the entire next event. No bias.
2 mutators will probably warrant 2 bans per, though.
That's fair.
So, yeah, but thank you all for watching today. We had a great tournament. Result had a great tournament. It was a little bit quaint. If you guys want to make sure that you're able to participate, please join TopplePop's Discord server. Also, please go over and pick up the game if you haven't already, guys, in the chat. Only $14.99 here in the US. So we'll link that there as well. If you can't purchase it at this time, I'm sure the devs would love a wish list so you can see it as it progresses. Maybe pick it up on a sale when you can. And yeah, congrats to our top 3. We have No Tester, Elso, and Taizago placing 3rd, 2nd, and 1st in that order. Entitled to the $124.24 prize pool. $100 coming from TopplePop themselves and $24 coming from Andy at Stacking Arena. Thank you guys for contributing that prize pool. And,
how long is that going to stay open for if people want to continue supporting?
We'll probably leave it open through the night. So if you want to continue to support, you do have that option. I'm gonna look for someone to raid. Unless Star, you're gonna continue your stream, we can keep it over to you.
Oh, not gonna lie, I forgot I was live on my end. Because I was intending to raid after my run ended, and then I think I just forgot. I was locked in on comms. I'm so sorry.
That's funny.
All right, who we raiding? I'm not gonna stay live.
I'm gonna find someone else puzzle gaming on one of the many games.
We could raid Stella on Tetrio.
Actually, what's
That's the
going
name
on
I
right now?
recognize.
We have there's a member of the puzzle game community, Dubstep, who's running
Oh!
the Dub Cup. They're running a tournament. Go tell him to run this game next.
All right, what's our raid message? We gotta pull up event to event.
I mean, y'all gotta say play TopplePop. That's what y'all gotta say.
All right.
Go enjoy Dub's channel. I'm gonna make sure I raid on both my dashboards because we're live on 2 channels here. Star might raid them as well. I'm not sure if Star.
Yep, I'm also raiding them.
And yeah, just want to thank you all for watching today. Hopefully we'll be back with more TopplePop next month. Some more on here, if not soon after that. We will see you guys later. Have a good night, everyone. Enjoy Dub's stream.